So Asmongold, a pretty popular live streamer, has said some quite controversial things about the whole war in Palestine. Now, it's no new thing that streamers say some pretty controversial things and pretty stupid things. Now, I don't really want to give my opinion what I think, to be honest with you, because that's not me. I'm not here to talk about that sort of stuff. However, Asmongold has triggered quite a fair amount of people on Twitter with what he has said. Now, I'm going to play a little bit of what he said or what was clipped. However, I think he was talking to Hassan Piker, a very well-known streamer, very well-known political streamer. They were having an argument or a debate, whatever you want to call it. Well, both the same thing really these days, aren't they? However, it's kind of shocking to see this sort of stuff because, well, it's, you don't really want to hear this from a streamer as well. I mean, Asmongold has been known for saying some pretty controversial things before. He's one of them streamers, he can't keep out of the limelight sometimes, I guess. But, yeah, it's not a surprise that he's saying something pretty controversial, I guess. He's not some crazy, so anti-this and anti-that, obviously. But, yeah, he does. I mean, every streamer does, doesn't they? They say something pretty controversial and it annoys someone.
If you want to consider a genocide as a systematic killing of a group of people, they have genocide built into Sharia law right now. So no, I'm not going to cry a fucking river when people who have genocide that's baked into their laws are getting genocided. I don't give a fuck. They're terrible people. It's not even a question. It's crazy that people don't see it that way. They'd be doing the same thing. And how much did they kill? As many as they can. They're not able to kill as many people as Israel because they don't have as many bombs and as many weapons. But if they did, they'd be doing the same thing. That's it. Just takes enough. That's right. These people are not your allies. They are not the same as us. They come from an inferior culture that is horrible. It kills people for their identity, and it is directly antithetical to everything Western values stand for, and it is an inferior culture in all ways. It is that simple. No, I don't feel bad for them. I don't feel sorry for them. I don't.
So you could probably tell he rattled quite a numerous amount of people on Twitter. He's going viral right now all over, and a lot of people are seeing why Asmongold, I guess, is a pretty controversial guy. A lot of people are calling him out and saying he's a piece of shit and various other things. Recently got asked my opinion on Asmongold was, it hasn't changed. Fuck this stupid fucker. My blood boils that his chat was probably filled up with people screaming, based. Dude has created a community of hate and bigotry that disguises itself as morally correct. Fuck him. So yeah, he's quite literally rattled quite a lot of people on Twitter. Now, obviously, a lot of the streaming community, some people are probably going to keep quiet and just keep their wits away. Some streamers, I guess, have come out and gave their opinions on it as well. I don't know if we're going to see other streamers saying stuff like this. However, Asmongold has been banned on Twitter, banned on Twitch. Not Twitter, not yet anyway. But he's been banned on Twitch, and I can't really say that's a surprise. However, Asmongold has two accounts. He has his, I think, Zakar something, whatever his other account is. That account has been banned. His Zach Ra account has been banned following his hate speech clip. I think that's what he's been banned for, hate speech or something. I don't know. I think it's like 14 days, apparently, from what I've seen. Which, again, I don't understand sort of Twitch's bans. I mean, I guess you have to commit something pretty crazy. I mean, do I think what he said should warrant him being permanently banned from, permanently, not terminally, banned from the platform? Probably not. We do say stupid shit, maybe don't have again, I don't really want to make a comment on this whole Palestinian thing because, to be honest with you, there's that much happening. I don't even actually know what's happening with half the stuff. There's so many news. There's so much news about this. Every single day, there's something new to add to the news and the story of what is going on. So it's very hard to keep up with actually wondering what is actually going on in this war. So I can understand why people are pissed off at this. It's quite an ignorant thing, I guess, to say. Now, I don't know what he was pointing towards. I think he was pointing more towards Hamas than just the people the civilians who are living in Gaza. I don't know who exactly he was pointing it to. I think it maybe was Hamas. I'm not too sure who he was directly pointing it to anyway. But I guess if he was pointing it towards Hamas, which I from what I heard anyway, it kind of sounded like that. That's kind of understandable. However, yeah, a lot of people aren't exactly happy with what he said, and I can't really say that's a surprise, to be honest with you, because, well, you say stuff like this, it's going to annoy a lot of people, especially with how, crazy. And to be honest, again, I know Israel are doing an absolute mess of peacekeepers out there, and people who are not peacekeepers, like aid workers and stuff like that, and people who are like actual like proper aid workers. War crimes are being committed on both sides, let's be honest. Hamas are doing Hamas aren't really helping any of the situation. I know I'm not really giving my opinion on who I support and that, but let's be honest, both sides are, in a way, just as bad as each other. And they're not helping the situation at all. And that I'm not really going to say who I support. To be honest, I don't support either of them. I think they're absolute. I'm not saying the civilians, of course, should not be attacked and should not be targeted and should not have their life ruined and their homes ruined. But again, Hamas isn't really helping this situation, and they're probably just using this situation as a thing to, again, grab onto. But again, Israel as well ain't helping it by killing civilians and killing, aid workers. So again, on both sides, it really is just one of them wars where it's like both sides aren't really helping either situation, to be honest with you. And I don't really think there's nothing you can do to actually stop it, because it's just too late. It's too done for. Yeah, your chance of stopping anything are very slim now anyway. But again, Asmongold saying this some sort of stuff. I mean, streamers have said some pretty crazy stuff. A lot of people are calling him Hitler and stuff like that. And but again, I don't know. Asmongold again has said some. I think he was making fun of women apparently not long ago and calling women out being in games. Now, I can't tell if it was trolling. It's very hard to tell if people are actually rage baiting these days, because there's that much rage bait. You don't know. I mean, you try to think, is it actually rage bait? Or are they telling the truth? Or are they actually, giving... social media is a social media full of fake content, and, people just want views for literally everything these days. So it's not surprising people just rage bait people quickly with different types of content and stuff like that. But yeah, Asmongold really has pissed off the Twitter community, and I can't really say it's surprising at all, because, well, yeah, this is a very controversial subject to talk about. So a YouTuber slash, I guess, streamer, Detective Seeds Platinums, came out and actually said they are not working with the company that was founded by, or one of the founders anyway, Asmongold. So I am no longer partnered with Starforge Systems PC. I have requested that my code be removed from the usage after a year of partnership due to the comments made by Asmongold, who was one of the owners. I have Muslim friends from that region and cannot represent the product after his comments. So yeah, we have people again doing moving away from when he's making comments like that. Again, not surprising. You make some pretty wild comments like that. The the outrage isn't gonna. Oh, he did actually reply. He did give his apology. Looking back on it, I was way too much of an asshole about the Palestine thing. My bad. Of course, no one deserves to have all their life destroyed, even if they do things or have views I have find regressive. You guys deserve more than me saying stupid shit like that. I'll do better. Now, it's an average streamer thing, this. You say some stupid shit, and then immediately after you've said that stupid shit, you come back and then say, oh, sorry, guys, I'm sorry. I guess you were in the heat of the moment, I guess, or you were just pissed off about something. I'm not entirely sure why that came out. It slipped out your mouth. Sorry, it slipped out. Asmongold, again, a lot of people are making fun of him, oh, this is the guy who doesn't clean his room. Yes, he's been known for quite dirty hygiene and stuff like that for a while, Asmongold. So, a lot of people were, talking about him, being dirty and stuff like that and not having really good hygiene and things like that. Again, it's just annoying to see this sort of stuff. Happen. I'm sorry for saying this, I probably shouldn't have said this. Again, we all say stupid shit in life, don't get me wrong, of course we do. However, you're not helping a situation by saying some shit like this. You don't really help a situation at all. You make the situation worse for yourself. Now again, this apologies, it's damage control. Everyone does it, or every streamer seems to do it. They do some stupid shit, unless it's like, obviously, they've committed a crazy crime, a crime that's really, you can't really fix by apologizing to people, like maybe rape or something like that, or even worse. But yeah, saying some stupid shit on a stream or something, yeah, the apologies every streamer will do it unless they don't really care about their career. But then again, most of the time, I guess they can't save their career. But Asmongold, after his ban's up, he still has another account with like 3 million followers, his actual Asmongold account, which he doesn't stream on. But I don't know if that would actually, I'm guessing that would be actually ban evading or whatever you want to call it. So I'm guessing he wouldn't be allowed to stream, although Twitch really favors their partners, the partners that are bringing in money, and I'm sure he's bringing in a hefty amount of money with subs. He's got a large viewer base. I don't know why. I don't know why people like watching him. I think he more plays like League of Legends and stuff like that, and MMO games that are fairly popular, to be fair. So I guess that's kind of understandable. But yeah, he normally streams that type of stuff. But yeah, again, a lot of controversy. It's not really surprising that that's happening. Streamers are known for their sort of controversial opinions and controversial takes. And again, it looks like obviously the damage control has come in, which again is not really surprising. But yeah, that was a quick apology. They won't forgive you. By the way, the replies are proving it. That was crazy. Mask off moment for the big Jewish dollar alliance. Okay, yeah. You violated your golden rule of never apologizing. Would be interesting to hear why you made an exception on your next YouTube video. I don't mind apologizing if it's something I think I'm actually wrong about. Given the amount of times I've gotten hate for things and never apologize should be proof enough of that. Lost all your hypocrite. Yeah, weird as fuck to see so many people coming out with statements about the Palestine/Israel conflict as if they need to comment on it. Can we please stop giving this weird culture around expecting people to, with no relevant background or education, to talk about world events or he posted this last year, I think a month after the whole Palestine thing happened in October. He posted it in November. Yeah, I mean, he's got a fair point in that tweet. He has got a fair point. I do think people criticize people too much for, oh, you don't know about the Palestine, you don't care about. I think a lot of people just don't know the situation because, again, the news with it is changing every single day. There's something new to add to the story. There's something new to add to that news. There's something new that's happening every single day. There's about 20 things happening in Palestine every single day. You got it's like the East is just crumbling as we speak, every single day. So again, I can't really say it's a surprise more than anything, but again, it is what it is. I don't really know what to say, to be honest with you. It's a shocker to see this coming from Asmongold. Not really. It isn't really. But no, it's I don't really know what to say. It's something our streamer says, I guess. They say dumb shit and then apologize for it after because they realized, oh shit, I'm getting hate. Better protect my career. I'll be back in 14 or whatever days from my ban, and now we'll act like nothing happened. Like what every streamer says or does. But yeah, it's not really surprising at all. And to be fair with you, you gotta damage. You gotta control the damage, I guess. I'm not too sure, but big streamers are coming out as well. My bad. Well, folks, he said my bad. I think it's a wrap. And then there's just a bunch of other streamers and YouTubers and well-known people. About the Palestine thing, you mean justifying a genocide? Rot in hell. Asmin in the morning, I don't care if these people get genocided. Asmin called in the afternoon, I didn't mean it, I swear. Yeah, all he's trying to do, it's a typical thing what people do, isn't it? It damage control, try to protect your career as much as possible from shit like this, and it's not surprising at all. It's what all people do, I guess, these days. But yeah, it's something I guess you expect. I don't know. Asmongold, what the hell are you doing? I really don't know, man. I really don't know. I don't really know what else to say about this, to be honest with you. Asmongold said something stupid, and people don't like him because of that. Yeah, that's my... Oh, yeah, apparently another guy, Tips Out, which I think is a founder of the OTK network. I could be wrong. I think so. Which is like a big streamer content creation / I don't know, whatever you want to call it, group with a bunch of creators in it, and Asmongold is one of them as well. I'm just going to read a bit of this because this is like 20 minutes long just to read all this, so I'm just going to read like the first bit. The below are my personal thoughts and do not reflect my employer or any company or person I am affiliated with. Hello. As many of you are aware, comments were made by Zach yesterday about the Palestinians and Muslims. Before I address his comments, I'd like to take this opportunity to share some more details about my background in hopes that reading this post may better understand who I am and where I come from. Let me try and get to the point where he actually talks about too many of you heard Zach's comments. The language he used, whether intended or not, wrecked some of the same dehumanization that plagued their ancestors, their grandparents, and in some cases their families. It is the same language used to justify wanton violence, genocide, and destruction of our universal brotherhood. It is the same language used to brush off a video of a Palestinian woman and child burning alive as a price of war. I'm not writing this post to defend the dignity of Palestinians suffering in Gaza. A dignity does not require defense. It is the right to those who have supported the humanitarian efforts and self. Yeah, Zach's comments may have been the impulse of this post. So, pretty much speaking about it and giving his background. I think that is the owner of OTK, which again is the sort of content creation group. But again, it comes back to this age-old question. Streamers, just keep your fucking mouth shut. You're going to say something stupid. You can have whatever opinion you want, but again, sometimes it's best just, I guess, keeping that opinion to yourself. If you realise that opinion could I don't know, annoy other people or, you know, come out in a wrong way, yeah, best to keep it to yourself. And then at the end of the day, it keeps everyone happy. Yeah, that's all I really have to say about the Asmongold situation. There's nothing that can be done about it. It's too late now. He's said most of that stuff. So all we can say is, if you're a streamer, be careful what you say. Even if you support either side, again, not really saying which side I support. Again, to be honest, I don't really support any side. I said I won't give an opinion, but I don't know enough news to really in depth. Again, I don't support genocide. I think it's pretty stupid. Of course, again, I've already said that what Israel is doing is pretty wild. I get they're trying to take out Hamas, but of course they are in the process actually killing fucking civilians and kids and stuff like that. And it's happening on both sides, of course. But again, it's not the fault of the Palestinian people in there. I may not support their religion and their ideology of what they think and stuff like that, but come on, man, you can't go around killing. You can't get a fantasy out of it as well. That Benjamin Netanyahu, whatever his name is it seems like he's very war hungry now. It seems like he's loving this a little bit too much. So maybe someone needs to come in and snoop in and kind of stop him. But yeah, I don't really know what to say anything else, to be honest with you. He's a crazy warlord bastard at the moment. So yeah, both sides are absolutely wild with what they're going through. And again, I think this is, again, the age-old question of what can you do?